Hi guys. Okay, now today we're gonna do artichokes, stuffed artichokes. Marcia, this one's for you because you keep asking me every time I post this or my sister posts this on her Facebook page. You always make a comment, so this is for you. Okay, so what I do is I have artichokes, which aren't the best artichokes in the world because my sister picked them out, okay? But that's beside the point, it's another story. Potatoes, any kind of potato, garlic, breadcrumb, cheese, chicken broth, lemon juice, extra virgin olive oil, and white wine. I use sherry, I use white wine. It doesn't matter what you use. One thing about me is make what you can with what you have, okay? You don't need to go out and buy all these special ingredients for this stuff. Just do it. If you like what's going in, you're gonna like how it tastes. Guaranteed. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is I gotta clean these things. This is a nightmare, just so you know. These are a nightmare. What you have to do is you have to, I'll move some of this out of the way so you can see. You have to pull these little guys off. All these little leaves. Okay, these are quite small, but my sister really did try. She couldn't find anything really big. So what you have to do is you have to cut this and make sure it stands up just like that, okay? Then what you have to do is, you see these, they have little thorns on it, these leaves. So you just have to like cut them off. You go all the way around this because the bread stuffing is going to go in here, okay, in these little pouches. Now, when my grandmother used to do it, oh man, she could make an artichoke, I'm telling you. She would put cheese, she would make an egg, like a scrambled egg like, and she'd pour it down the center of it with the breadcrumb and a couple years back when my Uncle John was alive, he says, Karen, have you ever tried putting garlic clove in there? And I said, no. He said, yeah, when you're done stuffing it, throw garlic clove in. It's a little surprise for everybody. Well, my sister's favorite. I know I always talk about my sister, but she is a pain in the neck, but she loves those garlics, so that's why I do it. But once you get so far up, you need to cut the top off, okay? Just like this, all right? This is the best part, okay? This is for the person that has a lot of frustration, okay? You take it and you beat the crap out of it, see? What happens is it opens this up. Okay, right down in that center is the choke, okay? You could take that choke out. I normally do, but today I'm not going to. Because what you do is you take a spoon and you dig it out. And the persons that are going to eat this, I'm going to tell them there's a choke in there, so be careful. So once you're all done with that, you're going to put it in a pan, and you're going to put water in this pan, and you're going to put this lemon juice. Oh, probably, I don't know. I probably put 1/4 cup in. I never measure, so, maybe that's 1/4 cup. If not, 1/2 cup. And what that does is it makes it stop browning, okay? So we're going to fill that up and then with water, and we're going to, I'm going to finish cleaning them. When I'm all done, I'll come back. But let me tell you about this little stem. People throw this away. I don't. I peel it, and then I take this little handy-dandy potato peeler, and I just take off that first layer there. Because it's good. It is really good. And then once I'm done with that, I throw it in there and cook it with the artichokes. So I take that, just like that. See? All done. Take you a second and throw it in here. Okay? Now I'm gonna put, I'm gonna fill this up with water, and finish cleaning them. One more thing before I go. I'm going to show you this garlic. This garlic here, I grew this garlic. Man, I'm proud of myself. I actually grew this. And look how, it's like, I'm impressed. See this right here? You take one of these and you put that in the ground and you get this. Crazy, isn't it? But anyways, I take these, I put one of these in every single one of them. And if it's for my sister, I usually put a 2 or 3 in there because that's how much she likes garlic. A lot of people, I don't know how anybody peels this stuff, but the way I peel it, everybody laughs at me. But I have a cheese, empty cheese container that I cleaned. I throw it in here, all those garlics, and you shake. And then what happens is, when you pull this out, now it probably didn't do it because I didn't shake them all good enough, but look at, already peeled. Look at this, already peeled. Come on, it beats smushing it. Look at, it just breaks away that skin. I bet I taught somebody something new today. And if you did it, and if you didn't quite shake them enough, that's fine. Put it back in, shake it again. All right, I'll catch you in a little bit. I'm gonna finish cleaning these and I'll come back. Okay guys, these have been sitting in lemon juice, okay? So what you do is you take them out, give them a little shake, and then stick them upside down, just so let some of that water out of the artichoke. Okay, I lay them down on a piece of paper towel, and then I have my little stems there. Oh man, wait till you try these. You wish you had a bunch of them. Okay, you just give them a little shake, and you let it drain, okay? Then after I'm done with that, I take my breadcrumb. Okay, so once we get done with the draining of the artichoke, I'm going to take this. Before I started, I had put cellophane wrap down on the table. I'm not one that I just make a mess. So I'd rather just put it all out on the table and then fold it up and throw it out when I'm done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some breadcrumb down, okay? Okay, so after we get the breadcrumb down, then I put cheese in. You can use any kind of cheese. The Romano, my grandmother used to always use Romano. This happens to be Asiago. It's one of my favorites. I either use Asiago or Parmesan. Since I don't have Parmesan, we're using the Asiago. Okay, so you grate as much as you want. I mean, if you like cheese, put a lot of cheese in it. I'll put enough cheese in until I grate my finger, and then I'm gonna call it quits. But anyways, I almost got my finger. And believe me, if you cut yourself on this, you know it. Okay, so we're done with that. Put a little salt. Put a little salt in there. A little pepper. I like the grated pepper. And this stuff, my sister gave it to me. She got it at Wegmans. And I'm going to tell you what, it's like the best freaking pepper. Okay, once you're done with that, we're just going to kind of like mix it together. Because you want to get all of this in. Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret. Since, I hate to say it, but there's a secret ingredient that I put in here. And now that my sister is here and she's taping this, I'm not going to put it in because she's going to be really mad at me. But the secret ingredient to a stuffed artichoke is the anchovy. Okay, and you put the anchovy in there, and you mix it in with the breadcrumb, and it gives this like salty flavor. And a lot of people don't like anchovies, and believe it or not, you eat anchovies more than you think you do. But it's really good. But like I said, no anchovies in this one. Okay, so now I'm going to, I flip them over, and what I usually do is I give them a little shake with the pepper and the salt. Okay, you take the olive oil, little olive oil here, and the extra virgin olive oil now. I drizzle a little bit down the center of these. I don't know why. My grandmother used to do it. So I copy what she does. And I'm going to do my Uncle John's little secret. We're going to stuff one of those garlics right down the center. This one will be for my sister, so then I'll put 2 in there because she likes it. Stuff them right down in there, okay? And look at the size of that thing. That's a monster. Maybe I better cut it. And maybe I won't. Okay, there we go. That one slid right down in there. And then we'll leave this one for the pot. Okay? So then what you do is, this is the fun part, I should say. Okay. Now, when you do this, you know, play with it with your hands. Just as long as your hands are clean. Please, make sure your hands are clean. But anyways, you take this and you just slide it up like this, and then just lift the leaves up. And see it fall in there? It falls into the pouch, see? That's what I do. And then, once you're all done, you go all the way around it. Marcia, you're going to like this. Because I'm going to send one over to you. Finally. Okay, so once you're all done with that, see? See how nice that is? And it flowers right out, see? Now you got to do up in here. So you do the same thing, except for you pile it up, you know, like a pyramid, and just start pulling it around like this. See? And you just do that. See how nice that is? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave you guys for a few minutes. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to try to make sure I get every leaf, because once you start pulling those leaves and start getting all that breadcrumb and that out, boy, there's really good. So, okay, so don't forget that hidden garlic in there. And now that I told you my secret ingredient, she probably will never eat my artichokes again. She will this time because she knows there's no anchovy in here, but I didn't know how to sneak it in because since she's the one videotaping. So, okay, I'll catch you in a little bit. Okay, got them all stuffed, guys. This is what they're going to look like. Okay, I'm going to throw these in this pan. What I do is, see these taters? You could peel them. These are red potatoes. They just come out of the garden. So these are just going to be placed in there. And then I'm going to throw these in. Whoops. Here's another tater. See that? Now I'm going to throw this piece of garlic in. I'm going to throw these guys in. These stems that we had. I'm going to try to sneak the rest of these taters in. And tell you the truth, my grandmother used to do this. Man, once these are cooked, they taste just like the artichoke. You really have to try. If you've never tried it, try it. And you know, you could put carrots in there. I've done potatoes and carrots and stuff like that. Okay, once you're done with that, now I don't like a mess, so let me do this real quick. This is my way of cleaning up, okay? Look at this. Done. Oh, man. I did it again. Crazy, isn't it? I'm pretty good. And making a mess and cleaning it. Take your olive oil, okay? Drizzle the olive oil over the top of your over the top of your artichokes here. And if you get it on the taters, oh well. But you put a little olive oil on there. Okay, I usually give it another hit with salt and pepper. Just like that. Okay, then I take my chicken stock, which I should probably make my own, but this is so much easier. And who's got time to always make chicken stock or vegetable stock or whatever? So anyways, you put this in here like this. I mean, you can use vegetable stock. I like chicken stock, but you know, I use vegetable stock too. Okay, you see that right there? Right there. I take my little sherry and I drizzle over the top of the artichokes and the taters. Just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. Maybe a quarter of a cup. Maybe a little more. And then what you do is you put a lid on it and cook it for about medium high for about 45 minutes. Check. By checking, you take take a fork and see if you can pull a leaf off. If you can pull a leaf off and pierce the potatoes, you're done, okay? When you're done, we'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, this is probably cold by now because she's been monkeying around wanting Italian music. If you listen in the background, that's the best Italian music we can get. Anyways, here's our artichokes, okay? We're going to, the pan doesn't look too pretty, but wait till you see what the artichoke looks like. Check that artichoke out. There's a little broth in here. You can just pour over the top if you'd like. Check this out. Okay? And you remember, I put the potato. You got the potato in here. Well, I guess we can cut it in half. All right, Jane. I'm sorry I walked away. I should have had a knife in hand. But anyways, here are the potatoes. Wait till you taste these potatoes, guys. It is like crazy good. Okay, so I put the potato in there, and now I'm going to get the little stem. Remember I told you about the stem? You got to cook these things. Don't throw it away. You know, people do this with the broccoli too. They take the flour right off there, and then they throw this part away. This is as good as the artichoke itself. So you put that in there with it. And then just take your broth. Oh, look at that. There's that garlic. Jane, there's that garlic. There's a little garlic. And just put a little broth on there. I mean, you know what? If you want it to make it look pretty, then just put a little parsley on it. Call it a day. Have fun eating it. Give this a try. You're going to really like it. All you have to do, you pull this apart. Look at this. And that's what you're eating right there. Put that in your mouth, scoop it off with your teeth. You don't get much, but it's still good. Okay, folks. Now, I have to show you how to eat these things. You take that leaf off. You're not going to eat the whole thing, okay? You're going to put your mouth in there. You're going to scrape it with your teeth. Hopefully my teeth don't come out. But anyways, we're going to put this in, scrape it. See? Scrape that right off of there. Oh, man. It is good. Give it a try. Guys, I'll catch you later. Enjoy the recipe. If there's any more requests, let me know, and we'll cook it together. See ya.